Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's just get right to it. Everyone is talking about AI. Every company has an AI strategy and every analyst is telling you to buy the same 2 or 3 stocks that have already gone up 500 or 1,000%. You see the headlines about Nvidia, about Microsoft, about Google, and you feel that anxiety, that FOMO, that nagging feeling that you've missed the boat. You feel like the only way to win now is to get lucky. I'm here to tell you that's flat out wrong. The generational wealth, the truly life-changing returns are almost never made by buying a stock after it's the darling of Wall Street. And in every newspaper headline, they're made by identifying the next wave, by positioning yourself in the stocks that will power the next phase of the revolution. What we've seen so far, that was phase 1. That was the hype and hardware phase, dominated by building the first generation of large language models and securing the GPUs to train them. Phase 2, the one we are entering now, and that will define the market by 2026, is the implementation and infrastructure phase. It's about using AI, applying it, and building the essential, non-negotiable services that allow this technology to actually function in the real world. Today is not about getting lucky, it's about being smart, it's about strategic positioning. I've done a deep dive into the sectors that will be the new foundation of the AI economy, and I've narrowed it down to 4 companies I believe are poised for explosive growth by 2026. These aren't just Me Too AI plays. These are mission-critical companies that the market is still fundamentally misunderstanding. So let's get into it. This is my list of the top 4 AI stocks to get in early on. For 2026, my first pick is a company that is the definition of a picks and shovels play. But for the next phase of the AI build-out, the company is Arista Networks, ticker ANET. You all know Nvidia. They make the GPUs, the brain of AI. But what good is a brain if it has no nervous system? What good are 10,000 GPUs in a data center if they can't talk to each other instantly with 0 delay? That's where Arista comes in. Arista builds the high-speed, ultra-low latency switches and networking hardware that form the central nervous system of the modern AI data center. They are the absolute best in the world at high-performance Ethernet networking. For years, the proprietary standard for AI was something called InfiniBand, but Arista, led by their legendary CEO Jayshree Ullal, made a massive bet on Ethernet, and that bet is paying off in ways the market still hasn't fully grasped. Why? Because open standards always win. The biggest cloud providers, I'm talking Microsoft, I'm talking Meta, they are Arista's biggest customers. They are building their AI factories on Arista's gear. They prefer the flexibility, speed, and cost effectiveness of Arista's Ethernet solutions. Here's the 2026 thesis. As AI models become exponentially more complex, the bottleneck is shifting. It's not just about compute power anymore, it's about networking power. It's about the data shuffle moving petabytes of data between thousands of GPUs during a training run. This is a networking problem, and Arista is the #1 solution. They are dominating the move from 400 gig to 800 gig and even 1.6 terabit networking. This isn't an optional upgrade. It is an essential requirement for building next generation AI. Arista's moat is its software, the extensible operating system, or EOS. This is the Windows or iOS for networking. It's a single software image that runs across all their products. It's stable, it's secure, and engineers absolutely love it. Once a data center is built on EOS, the switching costs are astronomical. You don't just rip out the nervous system of your billion-dollar data center. The market still looks at Arista and sees a networking company lumping it in with legacy players like Cisco. They don't see it for what it is, a primary, indispensable AI infrastructure company by 2026. When every single data center upgrade is an AI-driven upgrade, this stock will not be trading where it is today. The market will have caught on. We are getting in before that full realization. My second pick tackles a different but equally critical part of the AI ecosystem. If Arista is the nervous system, my next pick is the doctor. The company is Datadog. Ticker DD, Datadog is an observability platform. That's a fancy term for a very simple and very critical problem. Imagine you're a company like Netflix or Airbnb. Your application is not one simple program. It's a microservices architecture, a sprawling, complex web of hundreds or even thousands of little programs running on different servers in different clouds, all talking to each other. Now, you decide to inject AI into every part of it. You add a recommendation engine, a fraud detection model, a customer service chatbot. Your application just became infinitely more complex. It's a black box, so when something goes wrong, when a user can't log in or the AI gives a crazy answer, how do you fix it? Where did it break? You have no idea. Unless you have Datadog. Datadog is a single pane of glass. It pulls in all the data from your entire system logs, metrics, user traces, security signals, and puts it in one place. It allows developers to see in real time exactly what is happening inside their applications. Here is the 2026 thesis. AI makes applications exponentially more complex. The black box problem is the single You cannot manually debug a large language model, as every company from a bank to a retailer becomes an AI company. Observability is not a nice to have. It becomes a non-negotiable mission critical utility, as essential as electricity or an internet connection. You cannot run a modern AI-powered business without it. Datadog's moat is its platform. They use a brilliant land and expand strategy. A company might start by just using Datadog for one thing, like monitoring their server infrastructure, but then they see a button for application performance monitoring. They click it, then log management, click, then security monitoring, click. Before you know it, Datadog is running their entire IT and security operations. Their dollar-based net retention rate is a testament to this. They just keep growing with their customers. This stock got hit hard in the tech bear market because it was seen as an expensive, high-growth software stock. The market hasn't fully connected the dots that the more complex AI makes the world, the more valuable Datadog becomes. By 2026, the complexity of AI systems will be so profound that Datadog will be seen as the gold standard insurance policy and diagnostic tool for the entire AI economy. Okay, we are halfway through. We've covered the nervous system and the doctor. If you are getting real value from this deep dive analysis and not just some surface level hyped up list, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It's free and it tells the algorithm that we are doing serious long-term research here, which helps the channel more than you know. And if you want to make sure you get my future deep dives on this evolving AI landscape, make sure you are subscribed. Sharing this with a friend who is trying to navigate this market is also a massive help. We're all in this to get smart, not just get lucky. Let's get back to it. My third pick is where the rubber really meets the road. This is about taking AI out of the clouds and putting it to work in the nitty, gritty, boring, and insanely profitable world of business operations. The company is UiPath. Ticker PAD. ePath is the leader in a space called Robotic Process Automation, or RPA. Think of RPA as the blue-collar workforce of AI. These are software bots that you can train to do all the repetitive, mind-numbing, digital, administrative tasks that humans hate. We're talking about reading invoices, copying data from a spreadsheet into a sales system, processing insurance claims, onboarding new employees. It's the unsexy work that makes every single large company function. For years, RPA was just about simple automation. If this, then that. But UiPath has been on a mission to infuse its platform with high-level AI, and this is where the 2026 thesis comes in. The real revolution of AI in the enterprise isn't going to be ChatGPT writing marketing slogans. It's going to be the automation of the entire back office. UiPath is at the absolute center of this. They are integrating document understanding, I that can read a complex, unstructured invoice or legal contract, process mining, I that watches how employees work and finds opportunities for automation and generative AI to create, deploy, and manage entire fleets of autonomous digital workers. By 2026, companies will not be measured by how many people they have, but by how many processes they have automated. An HR department of 5 people will be able to do the work of 50, supported by a team of of UiPath bots. This isn't a theory, it's already happening. So why is this an getting early pick? Simple, the market hates this stock. UiPath had a huge IPO and then, like many growth stocks, it crashed and burned. Wall Street sees it as a post-IPO failure, a low-growth automation company. The sentiment is in the gutter. That is precisely the signal I look for. When the market is completely disgusted with a company that is the clear-cut leader in its category, with a massive competitive moat and a clear, undeniable AI-driven future, that is the moment of maximum opportunity. UiPath's moat is high switching costs. Once a company like Toyota or a major bank has automated 200 of its core business processes using the UiPath platform, they are never ripping it out. It's embedded, it's tattooed on their operations. By 2026, the narrative on this stock will have completely flipped. It will no longer be seen as a busted IPO, but as the de facto platform for enterprise AI automation. We're buying at a time of maximum pessimism, just before the AI-driven inflection point now. For my fourth and final pick, this one is part infrastructure, part application and part pure moonshot. It's controversial, it's volatile, and it has the potential to be one of the most important software companies of the next decade. The company is Palantir, ticker PL. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that the spy company? Isn't that a meme stock? Forget everything you think you know about Palantir and listen to what the business is actually doing. For years, Palantir had two products. Gotham for government. The military intelligence agencies and Foundry for large complex enterprises like Airbus or BP. Both are, at their core, data operating systems. They allow organizations to take all their vast, messy, siloed data from spreadsheets, from sensor feeds, from supply chain databases, and weave it all into one single ontology, one source of truth, so they can actually use it to make decisions. This was already a powerful business, but then they launched AIP. The artificial intelligence platform. This is the 2026 thesis, and it's the most important one to understand. Palantir's core argument is this. For AI to be truly useful and safe for a serious organization like the US Army or a pharmaceutical company or a major bank, you cannot just plug your most sensitive proprietary data into a public-facing model. You can't ask ChatGPT about your secret R&D projects or your classified troop movements. You need to bring the AI to your data inside your own secure walls. AIP is the platform that allows organizations to do exactly that. It's an operating system for AI. It lets companies build, deploy, manage, and securely run any AI model, whether it's GPT-4 or Google's or their own custom model. On top of their own private secure Palantir Data Foundation, they are selling the AIP that enables all the other AI. Their moat is twofold. First, security. They are battle-tested in the most demanding environments on Earth, from the battlefield to the trading floor. This gives them an unmatched right to win in any industry that values data security, which is all of them. Second, their data ontology platform, Foundry, is a multi-year head start that competitors simply cannot replicate. Why is this getting in early? Because the market is still debating this company. Half of Wall Street thinks it's an overhyped consulting firm, and the other half thinks it's a volatile meme stock, but the business is changing under their feet. Their commercial customer count is exploding. Their AIP boot camps are converting new customers at a stunning rate. The stock is volatile, yes, but we are investing in the business by 2026, as every major corporation and government agency realizes they need a secure, sovereign AI operating system. Palantir will be sitting there as the only company with 2 decades of experience solving the world's hardest data problems. We are getting in before the market finally accepts that Palantir is not a meme, but a legitimate blue chip, foundational AI software company. So there you have it, my top 4 AI stocks to get rich by 2026 without getting lucky. We have Arista Networks for the fundamental non-negotiable plumbing of the AI data center. We have Datadog for monitoring and managing the insane complexity that AI creates. We have UiPath for the practical in the trenches automation that will drive real business profits, and we have Palantir as a secure, sovereign operating system for enterprise and government AI. This isn't about throwing a dart at a board. This is about understanding the waves of a revolution. It's about identifying the critical needs of phase 2 before they become obvious to everyone else. This is how you build real generational wealth. You analyze. You find the real enablers and you get in early while others are still distracted by the headlines. Now I want to hear from you. This is a discussion. What's the one AI stock you're betting on for 2026 that isn't Nvidia or Microsoft? What's your get in early pick? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.